Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Before we dive into your reading here, I wanted to address a couple of things that were brought to my attention. So if you aren't interested in listening to this portion of the message, you're more than welcome to fast forward and get right into the reading. I'll of course timestamp it. So I just wanted to talk about the difference between channel memberships as well as Patreon memberships. So they're two very different things that I do offer. If you guys have already heard me talk about the Patreon extended readings, that's exactly what is offered there. So if you watch the first half and second half readings for the love forecasts, and if it happens to resonate with you, I do offer the extendeds over on Patreon. There are a few tiers to choose from, so not every tier will offer you the extended access. So that's very important to note, because I've had a few people request refunds because they couldn't access the extended readings, and that's because they actually didn't purchase the tiers that gave them access to that. So that's very important to note, but we also make it pretty easy to figure out once you do get over to Patreon to see which tiers are there, how much they are, what each tier offers. So it's just really important to read through the information that's provided. I also do offer a couple of mini forecasts in addition to the extended readings. So depending, of course, on which tier you are interested in on Patreon, that is what's offered there and offered there only. So what is on Patreon is something that you won't ever see on YouTube. Okay, so that's Patreon. So talking now about the channel memberships, I do offer 3 different tiers there as well. So if that's something that you would like to participate in, that's available on YouTube only, and only the 3rd tier will give you access to the live streams, which once we do get enough members joining, then I'm going to start doing the live streams on Sunday. And of course, once that is a reality, we'll go ahead and post all of the necessary information, dates, times, etc., to give members the opportunity to prepare so that you guys can attend the live streams. And why that's crucial here is it really gives you the opportunity to have a chance to be chosen for a personal private mini reading, either on air while the live stream is going on, or if you prefer to keep your information or your reading private, then I can just go ahead and do the reading after the live stream and send it to you via a private YouTube link, which is how my clients receive their readings. It's totally your call how you do decide once you are chosen to receive a personal private one. Now you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference between getting a reading through your website as compared to getting a personal private reading as a channeled member? So here's the thing. The mini readings that I do offer start at $35 on the website. So the minimum there is for a 5-minute mini forecast. And if you are a channel member and get chosen for a 5-minute reading, the cost there would basically be $9.99. So there is a varying degree of price ranges there that you can choose from. So it just gives you the opportunity to get a mini forecast for a discounted rate if that's something that you're interested in. But in addition to that, it really does give you the opportunity to interact with me during real time and to be able to ask me questions if you have any questions during the live stream. And it also gives you loyalty badges as well as custom emojis, specifically for those who are channel members. So that's the difference there, and hopefully that clarifies things for those who are a little bit confused as to the different types of memberships that are being offered. All right, guys, so that's it, and let's dive right into your reading. All right, Gemini, let's get into your reading here for the first half of April, from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading as always, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading and always release what doesn't make sense for you. I'll be pulling from these 3 decks here: the Pink Divine Love Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. I'll be pulling from the Romance Angels deck, as well as from my new tarot deck, the Tanielu Tarot. All right, so let's begin. What do you need to know here? Entering into the first half of April, and this being the first half of your reading. If it resonates with you, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. I've provided that link for you down below in the description box if you're interested. All right, so for the extended reading, we'll get into that a little bit later. But let's grab some insight here, focusing on part 1. For Gemini, angels and spirit guides, please. Snail's pace, slow progress. Reevaluate. If something is moving very slowly for you, whether that is a romantic partnership, whether that's something else going on in your life where you really just don't see any progress, you're being directed to take a look at it, reevaluate it. What's going on there? You know, why is it moving at a snail's pace? We do have this next card. We've got clouded, misunderstandings, judgmental, confusion. So take whatever part of that makes sense for your situation. Part of the reason why things are moving slowly is because you could be confused as to what it is that you want. When you've got a clear vision of what it is that you're wanting to manifest in your partnerships, for example, then it makes it very clear as to how the universe is meant to manifest that for you. We also have this coming through. Battle. Different pages, not seeing things. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. You're not on the same page. That could also be where the confusion and the misunderstandings are coming from and why things are moving so slowly between you and this person. So let's clarify that with some tarot messages here and see what is going on with that. Why are things going so slowly between you and this person? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What is up with this? Can things speed up? Can there be clarity? Will you guys finally be able to see eye to eye? Oh, Jesus. Gemini. Do you see that? You're being directed to walk away from someone or a situation because it's not happening. There's something that's not happening there. This is really coming through very clearly because the Six of Swords is representing a transition. So if things are moving slowly, maybe there are just way too many challenges there that's preventing movement. And so these two cards together, you're being directed to move on and to walk away from this one. Divine Feminine, cut it out of your life because it's not meant to be. That's why you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Oh crap. Okay. I'm looking at the next two cards. Queen of Wands, followed by the King of Swords, followed by the Lovers, followed by the Empress, and then we've got the Moon. What could this possibly be telling us, Gemini? This is what I'm feeling. And for my regulars, you're going to be like, damn, this storyline keeps popping up. It keeps popping up because it keeps happening. Or there's some lingering energies there that you have not been able to detach from. So here's the story. Here's what I'm picking up. There was a third-party situation here, guys. It could have been a masculine that got entangled in a love triangle because the Lover's card can represent that love triangle. It comes down to the decisions and the choices that were made by somebody. Swords, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords represents divine counterparts. But what's standing in the way of the two of you is this lovely Queen of Wands. So we could also have a divine feminine here representing fire energy, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Gemini, for some of you guys, maybe you and your person are both either Gemini or both have air representation in your chart. Believe it or not, the Lover's card represents Gemini also. So whoever is the Gemini in this duo, whether feminine or masculine, it does not matter. You ended up getting yourself mixed up in this very complicated situation. Either you were already married or the other person was already married. I'm going to say this too, because the Empress can represent the divine feminine, yes, but it could also represent motherhood. So some of you guys could have already been married with children, with families, established lives. Somebody could have also gotten pregnant as a result of a third-party situation. The moon's energy picking up off of Pisces represents that deception. The lies, the sneaking around, the secrets, the drama. Things that were being hidden, sneaking around. And so there's a situation here where it's moving ever so slowly, because if there's this desire to heal a relationship that broke up because of infidelities, perhaps part of the advice here, Gemini, is for you to walk away from a third-party situation, or that third party had to walk away from you because it couldn't go anywhere else. Couldn't go anywhere else. It went as far as it was meant to go. That's what I'm getting from those cards. So if you've already heard me talk about third parties, Gemini, it keeps popping up, guys. The cards, they communicate what needs to come through, you know? And so if you're watching this and you're like, fuck, why does this keep popping up? That's because it's still happening. Or again, somebody hasn't let go. Somebody has not fully detached. If you guys are no longer together, whether with a third party or in a partnership, because it got broken up by an unfaithful person or third party, it keeps popping up because there's somebody who has not let go in their heart. So you guys could have let go in the physical sense, where they might no longer be in your life. You're no longer in theirs. But in the heart space, that's something else. Heart, mind, soul. It's very different letting go. In that realm, it's a lot harder. And all I can say about that is you have to honor the part of the journey that you're on, because you know what it is that you need to do. The other person knows what it is that they need to do. The third party knows what it is that they need to do. Everybody's got their own free will. But the advice here is to walk away. To walk away because it's not going to go anywhere else. So let's grab some cards from here, representing the first half of April, Gemini. Oh, Jesus. Release your ex. The time has come to clear the energy of an ex. Walk away from an ex. I don't know how the third party is involved in all that. Could a third party be an ex? I don't know. But there's an ex here, Gemini, that you need to let go of. It's time to walk away from that one. You have to decide that, though. No one can make that decision for you. Clearly decide what you want so that whatever you're deciding, that's something that you can manifest in your life, you know? No doubt you feel the chemistry with somebody here. Okay, maybe you had some real legitimate feelings for this person. Either you were married to them, or this could have been a third party, but the feelings were there. So here's the thing. It comes down to self-love, you being able to love yourself enough to do right by you. You gotta clear up the drama, clean it up. You know what that situation implies. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive to the one who's really meant to be a part of your life. So I'll leave it there. Let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. I will pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. Tarot with a twist, and that twist here, guys, includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. And of course, this deck includes all of the usual tarot messages. So this is just a little bit of some extra messages. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Oh, geez. Look at this. Here's the drama. Here's the upheaval. Here's the chaos. Here's the catastrophe. The separation. Fell apart. It fell apart. Two of Wands, followed by the Ten of Wands. So, if you relate to this, Gemini, then you've been carrying this for a while. You've been carrying the heaviness of what has happened, either in a third-party situation or some drama that went on with your ex. So, you have choices here. You can either continue to focus on what happened in the past and not make any progress, or go a different path and plan a different, happier, better future for yourself. But there's a lesson here for you. Six of Cups, nostalgia. Okay, either you want to get back together with somebody, or it's someone from your past who wants to get back together with you. There are some happy memories tied into all this, which is why it makes it so hard to let go. I get it. But as you can see, you guys are stuck. It's not going anywhere. That's why it's moving at that snail's pace that we saw right from the very beginning. It's moving so slow. You guys are not on the same page. So I'm getting here too, for some of you, one person wants the reunion, the other one doesn't, or the other one can't. This is a cycle that has completed. And so the direction that you're meant to go now, Gemini, is a different direction. Because what's coming through here, it's done. It really is done. But I'm just really feeling here somebody is struggling to detach, to let go in their heart. Because ultimately I'm feeling this could be a thing of the past. You're no longer with a third party. That could be a thing of the past. But there's still some lingering energies as a result of that whole thing. That Tower moment. The World card is a cycle that has to complete. So if it hasn't completed yet, it's time to close the door on that and open up a new door, a new cycle, Gemini. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave part one. Complicated to say the least, guys. If you resonate with this, let's continue to explore that energy and the extended part two over on my Patreon page. Again, that link is down below in the description box. If you are more interested in getting your own personal private reading, that info is down below as well. Thank you guys so much. And I'm sorry if you're sick and tired of this third-party storyline, but it keeps popping up. I'm tired of it too. Let's change the narrative. All right, Gemini, so let's go ahead and turn a new chapter here, hopefully for your next reading. For Gemini, for this extended reading, please. I don't know what it is with this deck, but there's one card in here and it says free yourself. It always pops up for a lot of my readings. I don't know if it's going to come through for you, Gemini, but there's something about this deck, I'm telling you. It's got a mind of its own. All my decks do, I guess, but this one in particular. All right, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know here? Oh, oh my God. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Shut up.